Hi, welcome everyone. Let's talk to you about how you log into the mywebinar.net platform and then creating a net new event by just simply copying a template. First of all, you're going to put in your webinar.net credentials and hit the login button. Once this happens, you'll then come to your homepage. In the platform, you're going to see we're going to preload 4 unique settings. You're going to see a template for customers. So if you're going to have a partner through event in which you're going to be targeting net new customers, we have a template for just voiceover audio. Or if you want to include video components, you have a video version as well. Third down is for our always on partner webinars, where we've created a baseline template for both emails in addition to the interface. And again, we have a template both to be able to publish video as well as audio. So let's go ahead and create a always on video from a template. So you're going to highlight the template and scroll over to until you see copy webinar. You're actually going to go ahead and click copy webinar. And at this point, you have a copy of the existing template. You need to go ahead and rename this. So we'll call this one always on demo for MDE. Okay. Now we're going to scroll down. From a simple standpoint is, what type of event are you going to have? Is this going to be a live event? If you plan on doing an event on May 1st at 8 a.m. local time, and then you want to have it on demand after it, you would select live. If you want to do a pre-recorded live session, this gives your subject matter expert the ability to go in at any time that they have available to them, hit record, both video and audio enabled, record their session. If they're happy with it, great. If they're not happy with it, they have the ability to edit that platform. In addition, if they want to just completely re-record, they have the ability to do that. Okay, so in our case, let's go in and just set up a live event. So I'm going to select live. We're then going to be able to choose a date. So in the sample, I said, hey, let's do May 1st. We'll start it at 8 a.m. So let's select 8 a.m., end it at 9 a.m., okay? And then you have the ability to select and do a search for your local time zone. I'm on the West Coast in California, so I'm gonna select Los Angeles. Now here's a great feature to be able to put in. This is a live event, or if you're gonna do a pre-recorded live event, we know at 9 o'clock this session is gonna be done. But if your customers or partners do not attend this event, and you want to send out the automatic email to alert them, hey, we know you registered, but sorry you couldn't attend, you have the ability to watch it on demand. From a simplicity standpoint, you're just going to add an on-demand schedule. So you're going to hit on demand, and we're going to say, hey, I want this to go on demand May 1st. I want it to come on demand right after our event, so we'll set it up to be available for on demand to help it process at 9:30 a.m. And then this is, when do you want this webinar to be able to go off? From it's going to get old, stale standpoint. So then you want to set the date that it will no longer be available for on demand. So I'm going to just scroll out and I'm going to select December 31st. I'll go Christmas, December 25th. Okay. And then from a simplicity standpoint, you're going to hit copy. And now you're going to see once that happens, it's going to go ahead and create a net new event. It'll then take us to the registration and email notification page. We'll talk about that in a little bit.